DJDUBL.
It's DJDUBL here, and today I am joined by the legendary Will I Am.
What's up? How you doing, Dub?
I'm alright, man. Welcome to the show.
Yo, thanks for having me.
So, you're a musician, a producer, a rapper, a presenter, an actor, a consultant, an inventor. I just want to know, how do you have the time to fit all of this stuff into a day?
So, I don't like to think that of myself as an actor. I did one film.
Okay.
Back in 2008. Actually, this time 10 years ago, I was on the set filming X-Men.
Yeah.
That was the first time I ever was in a film. So, although it was a big one, that wasn't my aspiration. I wasn't like, yo, man, I want to be in films. That just happened, and I was blessed and lucky, and I enjoyed it, but it's not something that I'm trying to pursue. So I'm not an actor. Presenter, doing the voice and stuff, that's another thing that fell out the sky. It wasn't like, I wasn't aiming for that. It's just a result where BBC came to me at the time, The Voice came to me at the time and asked me to do it, and I loved it, but it wasn't something I was striving for.
Yeah.
And now that I'm doing it, and I've been doing it for many years, I enjoy it. Producer, yep. Songwriter, yep. Consultant for companies. Entrepreneur, started my own company, yep. So anything that you're passionate about, you're going to find the time to do it. Right? Anything that you love doing, there's no such thing as I don't have enough time. You just have to make certain sacrifices. And so I don't party. I don't really go out like I used to, because the thing that I'm striving for now is just my entrepreneurial work in the tech side. So you don't really see me at the club or making music like I used to, because of my passion for technology.
Yes, aspirational, man. I got to say, definitely. I want to start musically by talking about the Game's Documentary 2 album. Dr. Dre said something very key in there at the start of Don't Trip. He says, "Will I Am, you're the ticket to the streets." And it made me think, what did he mean by that? So that made me do a lot of research into you and look into your history as an artist, as a producer. And that's when I discovered the At Bang Clan. And that's when I learned that you were signed to Eazy E's Ruthless Records. Is it true that you signed for $10,000 initially?
At the time, that was a lot of money.
Right. Yeah.
Especially when you're 16 years old.
Yeah, still in the projects as well, I imagine. Now, learning that stuff made me think, okay, you've been super active, especially on the West Coast, since the early 90s. And it made me pay more attention to you as a producer. And I found out you produced Hip Hop Is Dead for Nas.
Yeah. Incredible
record, man. I literally had no idea until this time. I was just finding out all these gems. And obviously several records for The Game as well. And a plethora of artists. You've got a lot of production under your belt. I read in the early 90s, a lot of your freestyles became actual verses for a lot of LA rappers. Is that true? Did you ghostwrite anything for Eazy?
Stuff that never came out.
Oh, okay. Well, unreleased stuff. What's the most important thing that you learned from Eazy?
Fuck what everybody thinks. Who cares what everybody thinks?
Oh,
I mean, I remember we got signed in 92, and I was like, yo, we gotta come out. We gotta hurry up and come out, Eazy. There's this group called Farside. You know, they can't come out before us. I was like, we put us out first. He was like, well, it's not about who comes out first. You're worried about the wrong things. I was like, yeah, but they're gonna think they own LA for this style of hip hop. He was like, who cares what people think? Why do you care what people think? Just focus on your craft. Get in the studio and get better as a producer. And so I just, he saw something in us that I didn't even see at the time. What did I know? I was 16 years old. But, going in the studio all the time, you know, I'm in high school. I was thinking about like, wow, I'm Danelle's age.
Right, yeah.
From The Voice, and I'm rolling with Eazy. Dre just left. And yeah, so life was, I'm blessed. I'm blessed to have had that. Like, who would have known what I would have turned out if I didn't have that, like, mentorship or encouragement from Eazy, and him funding our experiments in the studio. And even though the songs never came out, we were writing for Eazy E.
Yeah, it's no small thing, man.
You know what I mean?
It's big.
And then the dude, like, our crew is the same crew. Blood Abraham, Binyard, shout out to Binyard and Mazik. Mazik directed Mazik directed Ring the Alarm. Binyard directed Get It. Binyard directed I Got a Feeling, Meet Me Halfway. So we have the same crew.
Yeah.
Ever since, like, we were like 16, 17 years old.
That's very dope, man. So talking about those records then, obviously Black Eyed Peas back in a big way for 2018. You're back with the conscious side of music, I think. Now, are you trying to shift your target audience, or are you kind of trying to bring the fans from the party music to the conscious, more woke side of the music?
I think we've done a really good job making music for the fans. We've done a really good job making music for people. And our first record, we were making music for us.
Right.
And then we got a whiff of the world and a sense of the world when we toured on our second record, but really truly understood the world and made Ella Funk with Where's the Love? And Let's Get It Started and all these records. And then that sent us off on a course to make music for the planet. And we did a really good job of that.
Right.
You know, having songs like, you know, Pump It and Don't Funk With My Heart and My Humps and Boom Boom Pow and I Got a Feeling, and being number 1 for like 6 months on the Billboard charts and selling out stadiums, like 3 nights at Stade de France, 80,000 people for 3 nights in a row.
Yeah, sick.
You know, so we did a good job at that. So now we're just making music for us.
Right.
Right? So and no disrespect to the fans or anything, we love you guys, but this project, we just wanted to make this for us. Regardless, and who cares who listens? Maybe millions of people listen to it. Maybe only 3 people listen to it. We are happy. Yeah. And it's really for us, like things that we see in the world. Oh wow, I want to write about that. You know, man, that's a really messed up situation. I want to talk about that, and it's not to blow up, right? So these ain't club bangers, right? I think we've made our club bangers, and this ain't like turn up music, right? It's not. That's not what this is. There's enough of that.
Yeah, absolutely, man. It's quite refreshing, to be honest. When I first heard, and actually I saw the video at the same time, Forget It, my initial thoughts were like, this is Where Is the Love, but the 2018 point of view. This is a very updated, kind of relevant version of that. Is that the kind of angle you wanted to go with the record?
This whole entire project is like, Where's the Love?
Right.
I remember when we didn't think Where's the Love was going to be a hit, by the way. So we didn't think Ella Funk was going to be a success. Right. We were like, dang, a lot of groups that are like us are getting dropped. Slum Village is getting dropped, you know, and we were panicking that we were going to get dropped. So when we started making Ella Funk, we were like, yo, this could be the last record we'd ever make. Let's go in there and make a record for ourselves.
And that was Where's the Love?
And Where's the Love was that whole entire album. Shut Up, Where's the Love, Hey Mama, Let's Get Started. We didn't think those songs were going to be hits. That was just like, yo, let's just be creative and do us. Like hit music, like OMG, I was like, I need to make a hit. Ordinary People for John Legend, I need to write a hit. Right. I Got a Feeling, Boom Boom Pow's like, yo, I need to make hits.
Was that to make money, or was that to be like, we need to make the brand bigger?
Like when you won, like at the time we were on like 5 Grammys. 4 Grammys.
Right.
I didn't think a group like ours could get any bigger after you know, My Humps and doing like the Pepsi tour, and you know, I really didn't think you could get any bigger than that.
Yeah.
I never thought we could play a stadium, let alone 3. There's certain dreams you don't dream of. It's like, because what you don't want to have is like your heart crushed. So we didn't even dare to dream that dream. Like, yo, we're gonna play stadiums, son. Like, so we really wanted to contribute to electronic music.
Right.
I was going to these like electro clubs. I was like, yo, this stuff is amazing. Like this David Guetta dude he was like an underground DJ outside of France. He was like an underground DJ in America around the rest of the world. Although like Now That the Love Is Gone was kind of big, it wasn't big like Titanium became.
Right, yeah.
So we just wanted to contribute to a scene that we fell in love with. And so we started collaborating with all these underground DJs like Boys Noise, The Crookers at the time, and David Guetta. And we didn't think it was going to get that big. If I could sit here and lie and be like, yeah, I just knew that we were trying to make hits.
Yeah.
We just didn't think it was going to be like a mega hit.
Right. How do you measure the success of a record?
So there's monetary, like, you know, how much money you made. But nowadays you're really not nowadays people ain't making like lots of money off of these records.
No.
I mean, they're making money. Like if you never had money and you got a hit on streaming, yeah, that's money, but it ain't Lionel Richie money. Right? It's not Janet Jackson money.
No.
It's not like Michael Jackson. It's not Justin Timberlake. You really gotta like, but I measure the success from, how old are you? I'm 60. I love that song, and my son likes it, and my son's son likes it. Like when you hit different demographics, age demographics, nationalities, all around the world, everybody knows that record.
Yeah. That's success.
That's success.
You got another record, Streets Living. You mentioned the video earlier. Now, I watched the video where you break down the making of that, and I thought it was incredible. But another thing that struck me about it is, in this day and age, with everyone being so social media driven, our attention spans have been basically reduced to 60 seconds per video. Do you feel that the concept of that video, the idea behind it, and all the metaphors involved in that, do you think it went over everybody's head?
To get everybody, yeah, that would be awesome. Will we get everybody? Probably not. Are people like been limited to short attention spans? Yes. But do we binge the hell out of content on Netflix?
Yes.
Yes, we do. So yes, we like 2-minute, 30-second pieces of content on our phones, but we will freaking binge 8 hours in a minute.
Yeah.
So, but for music, I think music, we're just trying to like, you know, contribute. And we're not trying to follow the herd. We're not trying to make, you know, disposable content.
Right.
Hot today, out today. You know, if people discover it 5 years from now, that's dope. If people don't get it now and get it later, the reason why they're going to get it later is because it's substance and it's about something. And that's all that we hope for, is we're playing the long haul.
Do you ever feel like a conflict between what you're doing as Black Eyed Peas and what you do as will.i.am? And by that I mean the Black Eyed Peas, the message right now is togetherness. It's about being a community. It's about stopping police brutality. It's about just general togetherness and coming together as people, whereas you're very tech driven as Will I Am. Like, I know you've got a lot of interest in tech companies, and the way technology is moving right now, it's almost like it's creating a divide between people. It's plugging people into their phones, into their screens, and ultimately separating us and not allowing us to be big groups. Does that make sense?
Yeah. The side of tech that I'm championing and really excited about is just the educational piece. You know, I see it as a solution to our crumbling inner cities,
Right.
to where everything else is growing. So if you look at like developing countries, they're developing because of some type of tech.
Yeah.
Singapore was once a developing country, now they're booming. India is a developing country, and a lot of the folks that work at Facebooks, the Googles, the Apples of the world, those developers are from Bangalore, India. And I think Brixton, Watts, Compton, we should be birthing tomorrow's, you know, innovators, inventors, developers, and entrepreneurs around tech, whether it's biotech, whether it's, I don't limit tech to just social media.
Right, of course.
And phones and devices. I see engineering, robotics, GIS, which is geographical information systems, giving you a greater understanding of your environment. So that's what I do at my school. I serve about 600 plus kids. We also have a robotics team in Ferguson, right when the riots happened there. And I went and to that community and built a robotics team there, and now we're scaling.
Interesting that you'd open a tech school as opposed to like a music school, given that music was what got you out of the projects, but tech's where you are now.
That's the reason why I said you're not making Lionel Richie money. And although I love music, you can't change the fabrics of the hood on music alone. A couple of people can, you know, make a nice living, but a whole entire freaking neighborhood, community can change if everyone is trying to compete, aiming to compete with what changes the world. And what really changes the world is technology. No matter what. I mean, how long has an iPhone been around? We're looking at 10 years. How long has Interscope been around? You're looking at 20 plus years. What actually took Jimmy and Dre to a different level?
Beats by Dre.
Yeah. So, and I'm blessed to have been a part of that company. And, you know, I was talking to Dre about that, like, wow, think about that. You started Ruthless with Eazy. You left, the moment you left Eazy, he signed me. And I want to thank you, bro, for like keeping me involved in beats from the beginning. You know, so I mean, what are the odds of that? He could have picked anybody to have, you know, to be a third equity owner of Beats, but it was in that order: Dre, Jimmy, then myself, and LeBron. It's an amazing group of folks to have, you know, ushered in a whole new way of, you know, technology, fashionable, you know, athleticism around electronics. That's dope.
Incredible, man. Will I Am, it's been an amazing conversation, bro.
Thanks, man.
Good luck with the tour later this year.
Oh, thanks. Yo, get your tickets all throughout the UK. Black Eyed Peas, we're back in an awesome, cool way. Check it out. If you haven't picked up the graphic novel, pick it up. Go to Amazon. It's Masters of the Sun. Then go to your iOS app store or Android and download the augmented reality app and watch the book come to life. Amazing cast: Mary J. Blige, Rosario Dawson, Queen Latifah, Snoop Dogg, Charlamagne the God, Jaden Smith, Jamie Foxx, Slick Rick, Rakim, KRS-One. Amazing cast: Jason Isaacs, Stan Lee, all part of Masters of the Sun, a graphic novel, virtual reality, augmented reality, and check out the new Black Eyed Peas project by end of 2018. Catch us on tour.
Excited times, man. DJ Double here with Will I Am.